Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip, and you are. Guys, please like, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it if you would. Half of you are subscribed, half of you are on a very uncomfortable fence. Don't break the fence. Come on over. If you don't like us, we will let you out, and you don't even have to climb the fence. Guys, I want to first say thank you so much for all the memberships. You guys are getting memberships, and there's no bonus in the memberships, and I thank you so much. It's just for supporting the channel. I've had super chats and super thanks and the Cash App and the PayPal. And guys, thank you so much. It is so appreciated. Please know how appreciated it is. There is some merch that we're going to be coming out with, and those that are members, I'm trying to get like a little something on the merch itself that says that you guys are members. But I just can't put out, video for people that have a few extra dollars or a substantial amount more than others. This isn't costing me anything. I don't want it to cost you anything, but I do so appreciate the support, guys. I so appreciate the support. Thank you. Guys, who else was duped tonight? Because I really thought that I was going to be watching Gypsy Rose's, second, third, I don't know, the Life After Lockup. It showed a very little bit where it seemed like Ken, I don't know, his pee-pee, I guess, fell out of his pants and landed in Gypsy because, he kind of said that he wished that this would have waited, but he was part of it. No, he was part of the conception of the baby he claims that's his. So I read that or heard that, and then I pondered it and I said, what the weird. And then I remembered what I said a long time ago, that didn't Gypsy say that it was going to be hard for her to conceive because of all of the surgeries she had and of all of the stuff that her mom put her through? And I'm sure that while she told us that, she probably told Ken that. And Ken probably believed it and thought, man, it's going to be really hard for her to conceive. So I don't need to put anything on it. It's good to go. I can have unprotected. Ken, she played you, Ken, if you're the baby daddy. Otherwise, she played you anyway, Ken, if Ryan's the baby daddy. And Ken, if Mike Stanfield the baby daddy, she still played you. Guys, I saw something else, which is Daily Dakota News, and it looked like actually that Nina reposted this. I saw the first time that I ever heard that Ken broke up with Gyp was through Nina, not through Daily Dakota News, which is going to claim that we heard it first through them. Through Nina. I heard it first through Nina, the beauty influencer. Flawless Nina. The queen. Nina. Guys. So, guys, let's address the elephant in the room. So, seriously, I've gotten a few emails and in comments, and I've even had people ask me, why, Toddy? Why do you always defend Nina? I don't always defend Nina because I don't think that there's a reason to defend Nina. Now, let me tell you what I see when I see Nina and what I've seen even before I had any kind of correspondence with her personally. I saw a strong Black woman, a woman who was unapologetic, a woman who spoke with conviction and class, a woman who took pride in herself. And then I found out this woman was targeted and fired for no valid reason except the company she worked for was a company that was, I guess, in some sort of contract or something with what she was saying, which she believed 100% was true. No more, no less than what she's doing now. So She was fired because she was targeted to be fired. She's raising children, raising human beings, showing up for them. It seems to me, because I've never seen a criminal arrest record about Nina, right? I've never seen a police report about Nina. I've seen somebody who has been put on the defensive because she's lost her job, has been targeted because of the color of her skin, and has been body shamed. And you know what? The best revenge is, look at Nina. She's gorgeous. Nina, you're gorgeous. So I don't defend Nina, but now, I guess right now, I'm defending why I support her. And also, as a content creator, I've followed Nina for a very long time on TikTok. I've gotten a lot of information from Nina. I think she's funny. I think she's very funny. She's got a dry sense of humor sometimes. And yeah, sometimes she could be snarky. I could be snarky. We can all be snarky. She has never been classless or ruthless. Defensive? Yeah, she's had to defend herself, but not even defensive. Her videos are usually always smiles and dot, 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 and, you know. But yeah, she's had to defend herself. So that's why. I really was very disappointed that Gypsy's show wasn't on tonight, because I really thought that I was going to be able to, talk about it and be entertained and laugh and have some of my Paul Newman popcorn with a little bit of butter. And no. But that's okay, because the Natalia Grace show was coming on. So I'm going to be watching that, and I'm going to report on that. I did report on the last time her show was on, and it's very curious, Natalia Grace. So I want to know what's going on there. But I'm a little disappointed in the Gyp shit. But let's listen. Let's just let's listen to this Daily Dakota. Let's just listen. And remember, we heard it first from Nina. But let's watch this.
I couldn't get over him. I couldn't get over him. I was in pain. I couldn't get over him. I am so in love with this man.
Breaking news. Ken Urker has officially ended things with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. It's over. After days of tension, Ken decided he'd had enough. He was exhausted from defending her, tired of the drama, and embarrassed by her behavior. Now their relationship is done for good, and it's reportedly all being filmed. This explains why Gypsy recently stopped sharing personal updates on social media. She's clearly trying to keep her breakup under wraps. Rumor has it she might be attempting to reconnect with Ryan, but if Ryan knows what's best for him, he'll stay far away. Gypsy thought she could leave Ken and upgrade, but it looks like he walked away first. Talk about karma. Meanwhile, Christy is absolutely furious about the breakup. After all the support she gave Gypsy, she's feeling betrayed and livid. Sources say Gypsy was even crying and begging Ken to stay, but he's done. Now she's left without a partner and no baby daddy in sight, which is probably why she's gone silent online. And for Ryan, don't go back. The last thing he needs is more drama. We're all Team Ryan here, rooting for him to keep his distance. Gypsy's troubles are hers alone, and he's better off without that negativity in his life. You heard it here first, folks. Gypsy Rose and Ken Urker are officially over, and this time there's no turning back.
So I have no doubt that Gypsy is brokenhearted, but again, I heard that information first from Nina. Also, on the teaser, the trailer, the little bit that we watched, Gypsy made claims, and this is true because I've seen it, that upon her release, there should have been a condition about having her tubes tied. I understand why some people thought that and think that. I do. I totally understand that. Also, obviously, there are people that think very conservative and on issues, and non-conservative on other issues, maybe a little bit more liberal and such. We don't live in a government that does that. I mean, we don't even do anything physical to men that violate women or others, or we don't do that to those types of predators, whether they be male or female. So to go and stop somebody from having a child, I wholeheartedly again believe that Child and Family Services have already made an introduction and that they will be around to check on this child. I have no doubt. I have no doubt, because that'd be a hard thing if something were to happen to that kid. That'd be a hard thing for Child and Family Services to, for Mike Stanfield to not be held accountable, for the state of Missouri not to be held accountable. I mean, I would really think it would look bad for them. Maybe not legally, but certainly it would look bad for them. So I know that Gypsy has said that, but Gypsy is ignorant to what she's done. She still thinks that we believe this Munchausen by proxy. She still thinks that we believe that her mom, had her in a collar, in a dog collar. She still thinks that we're stupid. And also, what showed and what everybody has spoken about is how social media is supposedly, and made to look like we are bullying her. And, guys, to me, that's going to bring attention to people that are only mainstream and don't really spend a lot of time on YouTube and stuff, to be a little curious and perhaps to come and see people like Nina the beauty influencer, Becca Scoops, Toddy One Skip, Trixie Lane, 1980 Millennial, Morgan Allen, Conspiracy, the guy that brings all of us nobodies together and makes sense of it all. Morbid. Hello, Starlight. Radiant Brit. Case. Pink Pony. Kudos, obviously, to Pink Pony. Special to Pink Pony. Ivory Rose knows, or Ivory Rose grows wild. Ivory Rose knows. Guys, you know. Cutting Board Dawn. Does Cutting Board Dawn cover this? Parawoman Radio. Alice Down the Rabbit Hole. Into the Weeds Podcast. Night Convos. Come on, there's so many of us. Anxious Ant was covering it. There's so many. Woman who I refer to as the social conscience of social media. Renell's World. I'm going to miss so many people's names, and I hate mentioning names, gosh. I really hate mentioning names because I get things wrong. Candace Starr is covering it. Guys, there's so many of us covering this stuff, guys. So, and I hate mentioning people's names because I always forget people, and I am so sorry for that. But everybody that's here, we are not short on content creators that have exposed and continue to scream, Gypsy's a liar! She did not have Munchausen by proxy because Dee Dee did not have Munchausen. Come look here. I mean, we are not short of us screaming this. So please, come to me. Seriously, I really think that it's going to bring attention to us. And what do they say? In this, I really believe that bad publicity is just going to be as good publicity, because they're going to see, and people have common sense. So I honestly think that the mainstream media are going to come check us out and say, they have something. There's something to what they're saying. Think about it. Gypsy did lie about that. I think it's going to be working in our best interest. So, Dee Dee, hoping we could change the narrative this year, right? And Nick, if you want a shot, I'm hoping this will change things for you as well. You got to speak up a little, Nick, please, with your voice. That would be great. All right, guys, justice for Dee Dee's legacy and justice for Nick for reconsideration of everything, everything he's just to have his mitigating circumstances considered, because her fake mitigating circumstances, Gypsy Rose's fake mitigating circumstances, were definitely considered, and Nick's real mitigating circumstances were not delivered. And that's another thing that I align with Nina on. We both want justice for Nick, and we both want justice for Dee Dee's legacy. And so does Morbid, and so does Apple Charlotte, so does the whole panel up there. That's for sure, because there's communication on the sidelines, and you can see on their channels, they want that. They do. They want that. Okay? Becca Scoops. Come on, guys. Let's seriously. You see when you look at people what they're made of. You see that. So, I know that there's a division going on here between content creators, all supposedly on the same side, but not presenting in the same way. And some with, I feel, ulterior motives that aren't in the best interest for Dee Dee's memory and her legacy and for Nick. Because it's not all about clicks and views for everybody. There's some of us here with a moral compass, integrity, and we want to see a change in the narrative. The correct change in the narrative. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. When Gypsy finally comes out with The Life After Lockup, which I think is now, March 10th? Is it March 10th or February 10th? I don't remember if it's March or February 10th. But, yeah, so that was a tease. And all right, guys. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always, always be kind. Thank you. Thank you very much. Or we can go Elvis. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much.